Smaction.
You want some smaction?
Holding the girl. What's up, guys? I'm Tori.
And I'm Loren. And we're back for another one, still wondering.
Does anybody care? And if you do, we thank you. And if you don't, keep scrolling.
Can we talk about friendship, though, really quickly?
Okay.
Little behind the scenes. Hi, I'm Loren, and I'm chronically late.
Respectfully, chronically.
No, it's really a problem. And I feel like there's been times in my life where I've beat it. And I'm like, I'm healed. I show up on time. Like, I'm even early to most places. And then there's other times where I really just regress heavy.
Which is life.
And yeah. And I feel like I'm in that moment of life right now where I've probably regressed more than I've been since like maybe the start of me.
A long time, I will say. You have been better for sure.
But I think because of just where I'm at in life right now, where like honestly my schedule is so fucking off right now. Yeah. And I know that's not an excuse, but it's just like I think I've been reflecting and I'm like I think this is a reason as to why. Yeah. And like for example, like I've just like. And when I say that, I mean I've fully shifted into being like a night owl, like to the nth degree.
Like through the night, through the night.
No, like I went to bed at like 5:30 last night.
Which I love
this morning.
You. No, literally. Because you used to be a wake up at 5 a.m. bitch. For a long time you were on that grind.
I used to work at my corporate job at 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, and work out before you would go, which is crazy.
Like literally, I was in the 5 a.m. club if anyone's ever read that book. Shout out.
Yeah.
But now I am also in the 5 a.m. club, but on a different path.
Yeah.
And anyway, like it kind of fucks me up. And it's interesting because say like, for example, today we're recording. I woke up to what some people might think is late. I'm not even going to say the time.
Please
but
say
I only got 5.5 hours of sleep.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, it's late if you went to bed at midnight and you slept till noon. Then that's a problem. But if you went to bed at 5 and you woke up at noon, that's still only 7 hours of sleep.
Well, I got up at like 10:30, but still, like, Anyway, all that to say is bringing it back to the friendship of it all. I feel like just being friends with you in general, like the way that you and I have moved through and past communication blocks that we've had individually, like together as friends has healed me in like such a deep way, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like, for example, I showed up late today to filming. Sorry again. But I had a very like deep sense of anxiety from it because like I know like I'm disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed for like kind of breaching a contract that we've had in terms of like what we want to do with this project. Fuck, I said it.
It's different though.
Every time we say this project, take a shot for real.
Make us take a shot. Actually, we should
shot to the face.
We should do a drinking one time where every time we mention it, we have to take a shot.
Literally, instead of doing like a blooper reel for this season, it would just be like the project reel.
A shot to the face is so funny. What if I just like get up and I'm like, sorry about this?
Rock'em sock'em. No, but and honestly though, like I feel like in the past, me like being able to own up to a mistake that I've made and not just like within myself, but like it's really more so for me letting the other person down that really like makes me embarrassed and like not want to even like bring it up or say anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like again, like it's just I feel really grateful to have the relationship that we have because even though that was like really hard for me to bring it up and like own up to it and like genuinely like apologize for it.
Yeah.
Like I knew that you were going to be upset, but that you would still like, it would still be okay between us. Yeah. Like it's not going to like ruin our friendship or it's not going to like whatever. Like, of course, if I continue to do this every single time, that's going to be a fucking problem. Yeah. And I like understand that. And I'm going to like literally do everything I can to make that not be a pattern. But I think just like that ability for me to communicate that with you, like working that muscle, I feel like definitely translates into a lot of other areas of my life too. Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm just really grateful for that.
No,
and
same.
like, yeah.
And like, honestly, like vice versa for me, because it's like the boundary setting of it all.
Yeah.
Like anyone who ever knew me before 2 years ago knew I couldn't set a boundary.
Yeah.
And like, or I would just let something fester so big until it does becomes something that affects the relationship. And I say something that's like too far, not worth, like not equal to like the crime, if you will.
Sure.
And so, like, today, of course, like, in my head, I'm like, me. But then I'm also like, but you're human.
Yeah.
And I want to meet you with grace because it's a friendship that I, like, obviously am so grateful for and respect so much that I want to be delicate with it, even if it is annoying to me.
Right.
And, like, I know that you're not doing it in a way to be like, well, fuck her, she'll be fine. Like, I know that it's not like, okay, I don't really care, like, what she's up to. I know it's, like, you doing your own thing. And I do know that that's, like, a big anxiety thing for you when you are late. And so it was just me, like, when you came in and you said that, I just felt like we handled it really well because I, like, said my piece and was like, this is where I'm at. This is what needs to change for this to continue. And you were like, heard, totally, duly noted, my bad, owned. And we both were like, okay, anyway, so, like, this is crazy. What's going on here?
No, like, actually, though, honestly, I really feel like that's the best way that, and, like, not just with you, but just in general in my life, and maybe you feel the same way, that something like that has ever gone down.
For sure.
And it felt so freeing, dude.
No, for
like,
sure.
It felt honestly so good.
Yeah.
And, like, not to bring up Bravo again.
No, we're always trying to, what is it? Always be bringing up Bravo.
And this is, I feel like, maybe just like such a funny take to some people. But I stand on this take with watching Bravo is no matter like which show really you're watching on Bravo, like give or take a few, whatever. But one thing that I've really noticed is the common theme is get in fight. Talk about fight, get over fight. And like
1,000%.
Bringing it up to the person straight up, face to face, you talk it out and then you move on from it. Yeah. And I think like, obviously a lot of that is for the drama of it. It's for this, that, and the other. Yeah. But I just really feel like there's something there.
It's like a good life lesson, honestly. It really is. And like, obviously, it's funny that you say that because, like, I grew up watching Bravo, and I did have a hard time, like, bringing up issues, which is funny because I was, like, literally raised by Andy Cohen, shout out. And, like, I think for me, I had such a hard time bringing it up to other people because I see, like, the big fight of it all. Sure. And then I became, like, an adult and worked through my own issues of what that was for me. Right. And it is such a good lesson in just, like, you have a problem, say it. Bring it up. Don't live like that. Because then sometimes on the reverse, you can see the people that don't bring it up and it kills them.
It ruins it. Yeah. It ruins the friendship. It ruins the dynamic, whatever. Yeah. No, 100%. And like, so for me, how I grew up, at least like within my own family dynamic, where it was very much like something bad or big happens and you don't really talk about it. You sweep it under the rug and then you move on like nothing happens. And like, sure, you can get over it, whatever, but there's still always like an inkling of festering because you don't get it off your chest. You don't feel that sense of like moving past it together. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
And so like for both of us, it sounds like that's kind of what I've been conditioned into and why it has been so hard to just like fucking say what's on my mind. Yeah. Whether that be in a friendship, like maybe a relationship, someone you're just casually dating, like whatever the situation is, like it's always been a very like anxiety inducing thing for me to try to just bring up what's on my mind, which is wild.
Ask for what I need. Like, exactly. It's crazy. Yeah.
Just to be like, hey, this bothered me, or hey, I fucked up and I know that wasn't okay. Like, I'm sorry. Like little things like that, you know? And so it really is funny because this has been my year of Bravo. Like I've literally just really dug in. I've already watched so many shows. It's low-key embarrassing how much I've watched. But I really do think I've gotten some positive shit out of watching it.
Absolutely.
Like, it's true, you know?
Yeah, because like
conflict resolution is like, that is the theme.
That's the whole plot of the show. It's the whole plot of any show on Bravo for real. And like also just like, it is like conflict resolution and learning about that, but then it's also like learning who, like through watching it, who you don't want to be and how people take conflict. Yeah. And it's like, oh, I want to be like, I love Dolores, but I'm not trying to be a Dolores who like just goes off the handle when she's finally done.
0 to 100.
Listen, it is Queen Dolo for me. I love that woman as somebody that I do not know on TV.
Yeah.
But like, I do know that I don't like the way that she handles conflict when she's in it.
Right, 100%.
And so it's just, like it's y'all don't come for me now, but it can be educational TV for real.
Look, I will honestly stand on that for the rest of my life. Whether it be conflict resolution, whether it be just like watching social dynamics play out on your TV screen, like there's literally honestly so much that you can glean from it. Yes, all with like keeping in mind, take it with a grain of salt. It is made for TV. It's made to be salacious in a lot of ways. Sure. But honestly, at the root of it, like I really do think that there's a lot you can get from watching it.
Absolutely.
Like I really do believe that, especially now that I've like really dug my heels in and like
you've got a few in your belt.
Like quite a few.
Yeah, some of the big ones for sure.
Yeah.
And it's also just like a study on human nature in a lot of ways that I've always found fascinating. Like I actually saw an article, and I do mean an article, but I cannot tell you where. I'll look it up and find it. It's not a TikTok, I swear to God. But like some of the smartest people watch reality TV. Yeah. Because it is a study on like human nature and also like it's something where you can literally just turn your brain off.
Yes.
Which she needs.
Look, I'm here for it.
Same.
And especially just with all the bullshit that's going on in the world, whatever you've got going on in your own personal life, like it is nice to kind of disconnect from that in a way and just kind of like dive into this other social dynamic that you are 10 feet away from. So you're not really like invested in all the drama, this, that, and the other, but you're just like, I'm clocking in for this. Yeah. You know?
Exactly. I said it before and I say it again. If you love to watch like wrestling, MMA, any of that bullshit, even football low key.
No, you're doing the hook 'em horns.
You get hook 'em horns always. Me forgetting how to do it. I felt like Josie right there.
Shout out JoJo.
Shout out my angel. It's like, if you love those things, you do not get to come for the Housewives or reality TV, specifically Bravo, because it's the same thing, just a mental warfare game rather than a physical warfare game.
Right. It's all just for entertainment. Like, it just pick your poison.
Same thing, different font, for real. Yeah. So, piggybacking off of that, where are you at in your Bravo journey right now?
Oh, where should I begin? So, I started out with Summer House. And then Summer House and Winter House, those are hand in hand. So, like, I kind of watched them as I watched everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And then I watched Below Deck Med. Loved. Mm-hmm. Which, another shout out to Croatia. They were filming. I don't know if you saw that. They were filming there. So, maybe we'll end up on an episode while we're
I watch that season all the time since I booked my ticket. Yeah. The old season they did.
So good. And then I went straight into Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah.
That is still my favorite so far.
It's great TV.
Yeah.
It's great TV. Yeah.
100%. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then I dove right into Housewives of New Jersey. And I am almost done.
What season are you on? What's happening?
I think I'm on this 10 or 11. I'm like almost at the end at this point. So like Teresa is dating new guy Louis, which I know she ends up marrying him, but yeah, so they just moved in together. Moved in together. Okay. That's really like the biggest storyline that's happening so far, like kind of just started the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean with that one, or just with like Housewives in general, I'm so glad that you like started me off when they go to the trip to Italy and the like early seasons. I feel like that's a great
get someone into Bravo for sure.
You dip it in the piggy pond, like you dip me right in, and I was like, okay, I guess I can watch this. So that's pretty good.
I know exactly where to start. Those are like that Italian like episodes from season. It's like the end of season 2 for New Jersey is ones that I go back to like regularly often if I truly want like a whole brain rot day to think about nothing. But also get comfort in it.
It's very comforting.
I will watch that. Like in high school, sidebar, I got my TV taken away for getting caught drinking and sneaking out. Actually, the only time I ever snuck out.
How unlike
you. The only time I barely snuck out. I just told my mom that I was spending a night at Lindsay's, and I was, but we just went somewhere when I don't know, stupid rule my parents had, where I had to follow my own curfew at someone else's house. Miss me. And I literally told that to my mom anyway. So I got my TV taken away because my parents know that was the most important thing to me that you could take from me. Don't ground me. Take my TV away.
I know what I hit her where it hurts.
No,
like,
grounding me is helping me. So thank you so much. I'd love to say no to plans. So that summer I didn't have a TV, but it was like right when streaming was becoming a thing. And like iTunes, you were like still buying things on iTunes and you could like buy video. And I bought those 2 episodes of New Jersey Housewives and just literally watched those on repeat. Cause I had like a computer in my room. So I just watched those and I was like, those suckers.
Did they ever find out you were doing that?
No, not like that summer, but they had to know because at one point I had my computer. So like there was a room, like a half room, like right outside of my room that my mom tried to convert into like a hangout so we wouldn't be in our rooms all day. But like all I ever wanted to do still to this day is be in my room.
Right.
And so I took like, we had a tiny little like end table from that and I put it directly next to my bed and I put my computer on that. Like it was literally like right here. And I would just watch it. So if they didn't know, that's on them because if you walked into my room, it was like so clear.
They were deciding to turn the other cheek. Exactly. They're like, you know what? We did all we can.
She outsmarted us. What are we going to do? And that's valid and good parenting, honestly. Because I never snuck out again. Snuck out. Stupid rule. So just going all the way back to... I know those episodes are gold, and I know you.
Yeah.
We're both Italian, Sicilian girlies. They go to Sicily, so just like all of that I'm there.
Oh yeah, I'm hooked.
Yeah,
hooked.
So,
but
good.
yeah, like all that to say too, I think my favorite are those early episodes when it is like the core OG group.
First 5
minus
seasons.
Danielle, fucking miss
crazy
me,
ass bitch.
Miss
like
me.
actually.
So like with the newer seasons, I definitely miss like Jacqueline.
Yeah.
I miss all the OG.
Manzos.
Freaking the Manzos, dude.
Yeah.
I wish that they could come back in and out, but Teresa obviously kind of like takes over the show and she will literally die before that happens, so that's annoying.
And that's like a big critique of Housewives now is like before when it was so early, it was about a lot of them were like genuine friends throughout all the franchises. And, like, it was just about them. Like, it literally started of, like, watching affluent people live their lives.
Yeah.
That was, like, the whole tagline of it when they started with OC.
Yeah.
And, like, now the huge critique is, like, it's about the show. And it's about bloggers. And it's about, like, things that happened in the middle of the show or, like, said in interviews. Or, like, it's so meta in a way that makes it, like, not as fun to watch anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
Obviously, I'm way too invested in 12 years. I will be finishing it. Probably longer than that, Heike. I started watching it when I was 14, so, like, 16 years, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's almost at 20 years, New Jersey is.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Because one of the recent reunions, I've been blowing through it, but one of the recent reunions, it was, like, the 10-year.
Yeah.
And that was... few seasons ago.
Yeah, it probably started like 2007. Yeah, because it wasn't like OC was the first one, and then I think New York and New Jersey and Atlanta were like right there. I think Atlanta was first, maybe New Jersey, like back to there, third. Yeah. So when you finish this, are you gonna take a pause or are you gonna jump right into another one?
I think I'm gonna take a pause because it's spooky season, and I really want to like. Because we're going to be gone a lot of October, like, I want to get a lot of the spooky stuff in right now because that's one of my favorite things to do during the season. So I will probably take a pause and, like, watch all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, once I'm done with that, I will be jumping in.
Which one are you going to...
I'm either going to do another Below Deck or probably OC is the next Housewives I'll jump into.
Interesting.
Well, that's what you said, right?
So...
next? Or did you say...
I would do Beverly Hills. I think OC is a good start.
That's the OG, though. That's what the only reason.
For OC. And, like, it is great TV, but, like, the early seasons are, like... It's, again, great TV, but it's, like, so early that it's, like, almost jarring to watch, you know?
Sure, yeah.
And that's the longest one. So you're watching, like, 24 at this point seasons.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot.
Which is crazy.
It really is.
But, and, like, some of them, like... And I think I told you this when you started Jersey. Like, the thing about Housewives is you can almost, like, pick seasons. And there are a lot more seasons where you're like, I hate this. I hate this cast in OC because it's been on for so long. Like, there are, like, 4 or 5 good years that I did not watch.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, like, probably 4 years. Kelly Dodd ruined everything. So I honestly would say start Beverly Hills.
Okay.
That's shorter. You have the LVP of it all. You'll get some Sir mixed in there.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, because Lisa, right?
Yeah,
Is she in that one?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's like Queen Bee for most of it, like of her time on there. And it's also incredible TV. It's got great like crazy storylines.
Okay.
Similar. The beginning seasons are so good. And that one's fun because like those women are rich. Rich. Like
capital R.
The daughter of the guy who owns the Palms hotels in Vegas, like, is on the show. They own the Sacramento Kings, which is like a basketball team. Like, this is like Kelsey Grammer, like Frasier's wife is in it. Like,
right. I remember watching like one of those episodes.
Yeah, because we watched the very first episode.
Yeah.
So that one is like fun and it's still really long, but less daunting than OC.
Okay.
But OC, again, is where everything started. So it's interesting to watch.
Maybe I'll end with that one and then kind of do reverse.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's one of my least favorite things of rewatching all of these is you inevitably get to the COVID seasons, obviously.
Yeah, they're all over Zoom and shit.
It's just so triggering, first of all. Yeah. Second of all, it's just trash.
Yeah.
And it's honestly, so I was watching the COVID season of this pretty recently of New Jersey. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting just seeing how all of the different franchises are handling it. Because with this, they're basically just slapping on a mask and they're still going out to parties, restaurants. They're doing everything still.
Yeah.
Where Summer House, for example, they quarantined in a house together type shit.
Yeah.
And I think it must have been different points in COVID.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure they filmed that towards the end of the first year.
Right.
Yeah,
so it had to have been stuff like that, but it's still just interesting. But they must have done that because they even still did a reunion together in person, whereas all the other ones that I've watched so far have been over Zoom. And you can miss me with that. I immediately switch it off.
I do not watch the Zoom. Especially when you get to New York, that COVID season is trash because I think that's early COVID.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is all their interviews are over Zoom. I'm this sucks. That's when I stopped watching New York.
Really?
And then it went on for 2 more years after that before they got totally rebooted and a whole new cast.
Damn.
Which also New York is a great one, iconic.
Okay.
That's one of the most iconic ones, I would say.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.